What's up and welcome back. Today's test drive is a 1968 Impala with a matching number 307. It says the original motor. It does have power steering, no power brakes on this one. It does have the AC compressor set up. Doesn't look too bad up under the hood here. I'm gonna come on down with the hood. Needs a paint job. Paint's pretty flat, as you can see. We'll be getting into detail on that. Towards the end of the video, I'll be walking around getting really close to the paint job, looking for rust, dents, scratches, whatever I can find. Check out maplemotors.com for financing, shipping information. And of course, we update every week with new inventory. So don't forget, hit subscribe. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, I like to look around the interior and check everything out. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? It's a game we like to play on the channel. Let's go ahead and start her up. Interior on this one's not too bad. You do got a few light rips right here in the seat. Looking around in the back. Looking at your headliner. Headliner's in pretty good shape. The light's working. Headliner looks fairly new. That's nice. Idle set just a bit high on this one. Wipers work and they're fast. Radio is all the way up. It's not going to work. AC, let's turn that on. Put it on air, cold, and compressor's pulling on the motor here. Very, very light. This is not blowing hard at all. So there we go. Woo, she's blowing dust everywhere. That feels moderately cool. And when you cut it back off, the compressor cuts off as well. The heat's not working up here. Oh, I see some dust flying out. It's just barely coming out too. So you should have heat, but it's just gonna be very light. This one's definitely smoking a little bit, the original motor there. So if you have any mosquito problems, it comes equipped with a mosquito fogger. I'm probably gonna turn the idle down just a little bit. That is a little bit too high for me. Let's go ahead and try that horn. Did you place your bets? Horn works, turn signals. I hear them, but it's not blinking on the left side. It is blinking on the right side. The OG clock here is not working anymore. And the gas gauge, yeah, I don't know about that. We're gonna go to the gas station though. I wanna make sure we have some fuel. Let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. Okay guys, getting ready to take off here, and this thing feels drivable, motor feels nice and smooth, but it is smoking quite a bit. So let's take it down the road. First going to get gas, and then we're gonna do all the regular stuff that we normally do. Check the brakes, how the steering feels, and get some undercarriage shots. Let's take off. Speedometer's coming up, seems to be pretty correct. The car does have a right pull. When I let go of the steering wheel, it pulls to the right quite a bit. Hitting the brakes, a little bit of a left pull there when I hit the brakes. As far as smoothness, it's going nice and smooth down the road, and the steering's tight. As soon as I turn, it turns. Definitely smoking though. Of course, it being a matching number motor, original motor, to me it looks like it's been pulled out at some point and redone. And it's still got that right pull. Try to get over here to the gas station. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna put about $20 worth of fuel in here. because the gas gauge is way past full. I don't believe it's working. And then after that, we'll get some outside shots. Be right back, guys. All right, I got about $20 worth of fuel in this ride. Like I said, we'll get her started up, and the gas gauge is probably not going to work. It was way past full. You put it in right here behind the tag. Let's go ahead and roll out of here. Okay, other than it smoking, this car runs and drives great. Let's go ahead and hit the road here. Head on back to the lot, and then what we're gonna do is a walk around, point out chips, scratches, flaws, any rust I find. You'll know about it. You tighten up this mirror, get a flat head on it. Nobody's behind me, so we'll hit the brakes. See, the brakes stop pretty good. Real quiet, nice and smooth. Still pulling a little bit to the right. See, the brakes pretty much quit pulling on me. Had to knock the dust off of them. Really like being able to see out the back here. Nobody's behind us now. We left everyone. Right around the corner from the car lot now. So we're getting ready to pull back in and do the walk around. Be sure to hit subscribe, share, hit like. That helps me out quite a bit. I know I say that every video, but it does. It helps me out. Here we go. We've made it back, guys. Appreciate you watching. Later. Let's get started here. I'm looking for any kind of rust on this car. It does have a weak paint job. You can see a lot of oxidation, light scratches, pretty much all over the car on the paint. So we're gonna go ahead and walk around it and look at all the little details that I could find. Be sure to look at the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. I have about 100 of them. I have financing and shipping there available for you. Let's go ahead and get started here. Coming up on the back end, we'll start back here. Looks like you got a dent right here below the trim. There's a little crease there as well, and a little bit of pitting on some of the chrome. Coming down the lower portion, you have a ding right here as well. Trim looks decent around the fender well. A little spot popping up here. Coming down the lower portion. A couple little bubbles. Chips all in the paint right there. Trim's a little boogered up there. The front too. Coming up and over. You got a few chips. Light scratch. Light scuffs right here. And that front part right there as well. Chips. Coming back. It's kind of showing all the little scratches, imperfections in the paint. You do got pitting on your door handle here. Little spot right there. Scratch there. You got some bubbles popping up around the back window. Back window looks great. Trim looks good around it. Huge trunk here. We're going to be shutting it down here in just a second. Overspray up there. Windows here look pretty good. Trim around the windows are in good shape too. Your seal there is cracked up, but a little bit of pitting on the inside of that jamb. Front windows in pretty good shape. I'm not really seeing, oh, there's a scratch there. Scratch from the windshield wiper. Running around right there. You got a dent right here on top. Coming around this front end. A little bit of pitting on your headlights. Your bumper's in great shape. A little bit of pitting on your bumper here. Coming down this side, lower portion first. Dent right here in the front. Crease right here. Light chips and scratches. Scuff here. Chips there. Little spots popping up here and there. Chips everywhere on that door. Not really seeing any rust though. It's not anything major on this car so far. Just a weak paint job. Got thick paint right here. Some water. Some chips in the back. Oh, cracking under the paint there. Get my shadow out of the way, maybe you can see it. Coming back this midsection. Door handle's in great shape on this side. A little bit of pitting on it. Couple chips. Mirror, not too bad. A little bit of pitting on it too. This seal looks fairly new compared to the other side. Same thing, pitting on the inside of that vent window. The seal looks like it's been replaced. This one hasn't, but this one has. Scratch right here. Front windshield looks great. Up and over. Little spots popping up there. Little chips here. Little spots popping up there. Coming around to the back here. Back bumper on this one is in good shape. Does have a few little spots popping up. You get a little bit of surface rust popping up around the tag there. You got a dent back here, that lower portion. Hanging a little low on this side too. Coming up in the trunk, the seal is older, needs to be replaced. Woo! That mat's falling apart, but it's solid. Looks pretty good up under here, other than the mat falling apart everywhere. Look what I did. I done made a huge mess. What is this? There's some rust up here in the corner. Let's look around on this side. A little bit of rust popping up on this side too, up in this corner, right around the fender well. Up into your package tray. Pretty solid. Doesn't look bad at all. All right, I got it back a little bit better. Your trunk lid. It's looking pretty good. Not bad at all. Coming on down with it. Keys are in my pocket. Good. Shuts pretty easy. Huge trunk. Lines up. It's all right. just hazy on the paint job. Okay, made it around the ride. Now let's go ahead and check out the inside. We'll get her started up and listen to the motor. Opening up the door panel, you can see right away on the armrest it has some tape. The rest of the door panel is in great shape. That looks pretty good. Well, come on, son. There we go. There we go. Now y'all can actually see it. Weather strip ends okay. In your jam. Floors are wet in this, I noticed that, so it does leak. Floors up here are wet, at least. See where the mat kind of tore. The seat here, it's got some light rips. Seems to be where I carry the tag now. Package tray's a little wrinkly. Headliner looks great. It's in good shape. It starts up nice. Works pretty good. What we got here? It's like a wire. Not sure what that is. May have went to another radio that they had in here at one time. So when you rev it up, it definitely smokes. Sitting at an idle, it's pretty good. And it actually runs and drives good. Motor's very quiet. Under the hood, solid. All right, guys, let's go ahead and shut this hood down. Comes down easy, shuts well. It's got some stains on the hood. Paint job, like I said, is weak. Guys, if you don't mind, do me a favor. Hit share, like, and subscribe. I'll be posting videos every day, at least trying to. I have enough to do that. I usually unleash on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it's usually about 8 videos. I could space it out, but hey, why not just give them all to you at once? With that being said, check out maplemotors.com. We list about 10 cars every Monday, at least we try to, weather permitted. We had a big snowstorm come in last week, messed us up big time on getting all the cars ready. But we usually have enough inventory to do 10 cars every Monday. With that being said, we run through about 60 cars a month. I know the figures don't add up. People walk in, you come in person, you can see all the stuff before we list it. It is in the back getting cleaned up. And of course, you come in to buy, we'll sell it to you. We do have financing and shipping available at maplemotors.com. You can get pre-approved. A lot of people do that. And on Mondays at 11, I post new cars. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.